Hey, 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 good morning. Happy Friday. Finally Friday. I've been messed up on my days all week. Cheers. I don't know why I've been messed up on my days. I just have been. Maybe I'm just feeling out of sorts. Either way. So, it's Friday and I'm up and I'm doing stuff. And I don't normally always get up and start doing the dishes if I hadn't done them the night before. But yesterday I decided to work out. And sometimes when I decide to do something that I don't normally do, and I don't work out all the time, I have to trick myself into working out because I don't like working out. I don't know who likes. There are people that I guess like working out, but I'm not one of them. So I have to trick myself into working out. I trick myself by putting on my VR glasses and I work out inside my virtual reality, and I have little controllers, and so I work out. So I decided to work out yesterday, and generally when I decide to do something different that I don't normally do, like I would love to make working out a normal habit, but it hasn't happened yet. So either way, since it hasn't happened yet, I decided to go work out, and right before I worked out, I got a text. I don't always know what I'm going to do next. And so I got a text about springtime cookies, St. Patrick's Day cookies, and Easter cookies consecutively, like do. And so that's what I'm starting on this morning is springtime cookies. That's what's first on the docket is springtime cookies. And then towards the end of the month or in the beginning of March, I'll be doing St. Patrick's Day cookies. And then towards the end of March, I will be doing Easter cookies. So 6 dozen, 10 dozen. Easter cookies, I'm sorry, whatever. Either way, so I've got cookies on the docket today. So I'm going to get started, and that has inspired me, motivated me to get the dishes done because I can't start cookies until the dishes are done. And I don't always feel like doing the dishes. You don't always feel like doing the dishes. I don't know anyone who feels like doing the dishes. But it's something that's got to be done. So as long as you're up and you're getting stuff done, get that done too. I've been kind of letting my dishes roll over from days. Like I'll do the dishes in the morning and then people eat and stuff all day long and in the evening. And then I leave those dishes until the next morning. It's a rollover. It's not the best rollover, but it's a rollover, whatever. So sometimes I let them roll over until the next day. And sometimes I let those roll over into the next day. And sometimes there's 2 or 3 days of the next day rollover in the same sink. It's okay. I really did a bonus 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days ago. I made cheesy potato soup, nice big pot, and sausage, green beans, and potatoes. It's a thing. And I made 2 full-size dinners out of that. I was like, well, I ain't cooking the next couple of days. So I didn't need to wash like pots and pans and cutting up stuff and cutting boards. I didn't need to wash that stuff excessively. I just had bowls and plates and bowls and plates, which can stack in the sink over a few days and it doesn't overwhelm it. Yeah. Whatever. So anyhow, I'm getting that done. And I know I've spent a couple of days because the silverware is excessive. Like the silverware drawer is almost empty. Misty's got to do something about that. So it is what it is, right? So I'm up today and I'm getting stuff done, trying to get stuff done. I'm a little chilly, but I'm not turning on anything extra right now. Like I have an extra heater that I can turn on, but I'm not because I'm going to be turning on the oven in a little bit. And I'm going to be up moving around like I normally don't do. Normally, lately, I've just been sitting around. And it's not always the best thing, but sometimes it's what you need in your life. And maybe this is the point in my life where sometimes I just sit around and rest because even after my heart attack, I did not rest. I had a friend come over and she helped me with my cookie order I had on the table right directly after my heart attack. I don't rest. And since I've been in this getting things done mode for the last 6 to 8 years, I just don't rest. And that's probably part of the reason that I had the heart attack to begin with is because I don't rest. For the longest time, I know I was talking a little bit about this yesterday with the day job and I know, like everybody knows what a freaking full-time day job, night job, whatever you want to call it, a full-time job is. I know the ins and outs of a full-time freaking job. Because also, in the middle of me doing the daytime frickin' job, I was also trying to make a side business and do cookies on the side. So I would work 8 to 10 to 12 hours at the day job during the day, and then I would come home and I would work another 5 to 6 hours on cookies every single night. And I wasn't resting. And now I guess I need to rest every now and then. And then I go and I work out and I get an order. Great. Bonus. So, and the reason I tell you guys this stuff about me is not just because I'm being selfish, because I totally am, but you need to be selfish as well for yourself. You can be selfish and selfless at the same time, even on a Friday, especially on a Monday. You can be selfish and selfless at the same time. When I make dinner for the kid, I'm selfish because I want the dinner too. I'm selfless because I don't want to hear her, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I don't want to hear that. And I don't hear that. Almost never do I hear that. So, and I used to hear it from my older four all the time. So I've done a lot of changing over the quite a few years. And when you're looking for changes in your life, it's not that it's going to happen overnight. It takes time, buttercup. And time is not something we all have, but if you don't make time to do the things that you need to do to make yourself better for you, even little things that help you be you, maybe rest for an extra 5 minutes, sleep in an extra 5 minutes, do something smidgen for you, because tomorrow's not promised to anyone. So as long as tomorrow's not promised to anyone, get yourself some self-care, be a little bit of selfish for yourself and be selfless for others. You can do it in the same moment. If you've got little ones running around, you can be taking care of them and taking care of their needs and be selfish at the same exact time by telling yourself good things. It doesn't have to be like, oh, well, I need a spa day in order to feel, better for myself. Or I need a 3-hour-long bath in order to feel good about myself. You don't need all of that stuff. Are those things nice? Maybe. But you can do your self-care in the middle of doing things for others. And self-care is not listening to negativity. Sometimes telling yourself to shut up. Sometimes telling yourself that you don't need to be thinking the things that you're thinking because they're stupid things to think. It is what it is. And there's a lot of times I'm like, you know what, Misty? No, we are not doing this. We're just going to focus on something else. And I've got to redirect myself to focus on something else. So I'm not thinking about the bullshit that I don't want to think about. And if I find that I'm thinking about bullshit, I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. We're going to go do this. We're going to go do this. We're going to go do this. And I've done it so much these days that I don't have to think about how hard it is to switch my mind to something else. I'm consistently switching my mind to something else. They say women change their mind all the time. I do. And if you got a problem, I'll help you with your problem. I will vocally help you with your problem. But other than that, I got shit to do. So there's a lot of things that you got to do on your own. There's a lot of things I have to do on my own. And it's just, free cash app glitch, free, I don't know what that was. Either way. So yeah, just do what you can to be better for yourself in small increments, because it's those small increments that will build to, ooh, I'm a whole different person now. You don't know. Anything could happen. So on a Friday, find some things to feel grateful for. And this morning, I'm grateful that I decided to work out yesterday. And a lot of things that I'm grateful for happened yesterday or happened before today, before this moment. So I'm really grateful that I decided to work out yesterday. I'm really grateful the order for the cookies came in yesterday. That's pretty great and phenomenal, and it's going to keep me busy all weekend long. What else? I'm grateful the husband is up and taking the kid to school and bringing me home buttermilk so I can make more cookie dough. Yeah. So, also, yeah, find your own things. You don't have to you find your own things to feel grateful for. These are the things I'm grateful for. And when you practice feeling that attitude of gratitude and feeling what you're grateful for, you really do get better things. And if you don't know what you're going to do next, I don't know, go work out, go do the dishes, go do something different. other than what you're thinking about. And if you start thinking, like if I was in the middle of dishes and I started thinking about what I didn't want to think about, I would have to stop myself and say, no, Misty, we're not thinking about that. We're doing the dishes. We're full on concentrating, doing the dishes. That's it. And so I have to distract myself. Even when I go off and I do something else, I start thinking about that thing that's bothering me. I've got to stop it. I have to stop it. No one else is going to be able to stop it because they don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. They just know that I'm looking bothered and stuff. So I'm the one that's got to stop that thinking for myself. And when you stop something negative right in the middle of it, and you don't have to really make it positive, you don't really have to say anything and do anything different. Just stop right now. Stop yourself from thinking the thing that you don't want to think. If you think someone's being a bitch, quit thinking it. If you think someone's being a real jerk, quit thinking it. If you think that you're driving around idiots, quit thinking it. And it will quit happening. Maybe it won't quit happening, but you don't know. Anything could happen. So sometimes you got to tell yourself to stop thinking about the thing that you don't want to think about. Also, be your own magic. Find your own magic. Sometimes getting up and doing something different is in and of itself magic. And I find that the more I work out, the more magic happens because I'm totally full on into working out and I'm not thinking about anything except working out. I'm not thinking about the kid and what she's doing at school. I'm not thinking about all my other 4 children that are out in the world doing whatever they're doing. I'm not thinking about anything except working out. And if I find that I start thinking about something else that I don't need to be thinking about, my gameplay, my exercising gameplay messes up and I miss stuff. And I'm like, whoa, you're thinking things that you shouldn't be thinking. You should be concentrating on what you're doing right in front of you. And so I have to stop myself in the middle of gaming, working out, I have to stop myself from thinking the bullshit. Because when I start thinking about the bullshit, I start messing up. And I don't want to mess up. I want to do a good job for myself. And it doesn't matter if I get a high score or if I get a low score. What matters is that I'm up and I'm moving my body. And that is a win for me. Whether I win or lose the level, whether I win or lose, I'm winning for myself. So do some stuff to win for yourself, and that could be your own magic. And you don't have to do the workouts like I'm doing. You can get up and do, a couple of squats, lay on the floor, do a couple of pelvic lifts. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you about something. On a Friday, I thought I was almost done. I'm not. Cheers. I drink a lot of fluids all day long. And I'm going somewhere with this, so hold on a minute. And I drink water all day long. You know what water gets me? It gets me going to the bathroom more. 20 minutes after I drink even a sip of water, I've got to go to the bathroom. So, but I don't know, for probably the last couple of years, every time I cough, sneeze, something, I also urinate a little bit. Just a little bit. I wear a panty liner on my underwear, whatever. I talk about taboo things sometimes that people don't want to hear. And I don't care if you don't want to hear it because it's a thing. Okay, it's a thing. So, but I saw this video on Facebook about your pelvic floor and how if you're urinating, it's kind of like, and every time you cough, every time you laugh, every time you sneeze, it's there. And it goes, and it's there. So I saw this video about improving your pelvic floor. So, and that's, their whole pelvic area. So I decided one day just to lay down on the floor in the bathroom right after my shower. And I did 30 pelvic lifts. I lay down and I lifted my pelvic area 30 times. I did like 3 sets of 10. And you know what has happened since I've done that? And I did a couple of squats too. But since I did that specific exercise, I haven't had any accidents when I cough, sneeze, or pee, or cough, sneeze, or laugh. That's what I meant. I don't have any urinating accidents since I've done that exercise once. So you could do it more than once. I probably need to do it more than once. But I've noticed that when I cough, sneeze, or laugh, I'm not having accidents anymore. So do something for yourself. Even if it's just a couple of pelvic lifts on the floor in your bed. When you lay down in bed, you could do it in bed. As soon as you lay down to go to sleep at night, do some pelvic lifts right before you drift off to sleep, and it will improve your pelvic floor. I don't know if that works for men, but it totally worked for me. So, also, be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. Buttermilk. Yes. Because it's a buttermilk cookie. It's not a sugar cookie. It's a buttermilk cookie. Thank you. So, be your own sunshine. Tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. It is your job to do the things that you need to do for you. You are the person, thanks, because she needed that. You are the person you need to take care of. So as long as you are the person that you need to take care of, get up and do something better for yourself. And again, it doesn't have to be grand or extravagant. It could be, hey, I did 10 pelvic lifts this morning and I did something for myself. It doesn't have to be extensive. In fact, I implore you to use baby steps in whenever you're taking care of yourself.
I took the kid to school and I went to the store. That's what I'm grateful for.
I'm grateful for that stuff too. Looks like you need a shave, buddy. You're a little scraggly. Not the goatee, but maybe trim up stuff. You're looking a little haggard.
I'm still on vacation.
He thinks 3 days off of work is a vacation. So, cheers. Right. So now that he's back and I've got my buttermilk, I can get started on different things. So, recap. Find your things to feel grateful for. Be your own magic. Find your own magic. Take baby steps. And be your own sunshine. Again, take baby steps. You don't have to do something extravagant right now. The extravagance can come later. Do the things that you need right now in this moment for you to help you be better for you. So that's all I got. Hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Friday. I'm always going to post pictures of things I do. So look for pictures later. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Misty Oat.